My name is Pamela Cather, and I am a master photographer. I live at Lake Bloomington, which is about 10 minutes north of Bloomington Normal area. And I've been a photographer for about the past 10, 15 years. And I just started doing wildlife about 6 when I moved to Lake Bloomington. The prints that I have in my show are all going to be images that I have taken at Lake Bloomington and the surrounding areas. Sometimes living in McLean County where there's just cornfields and the days can be really gray. I think there's a lot of people who think, why do I live here? Because sometimes they don't take the time to really see the beauty in the cornfield or the very unique barns that we have. And they don't often see the wildlife that's around us. And I would like to be able to encourage them to look at what we have in our area and to just take the time to go, wow, if I just slow down a little bit and I would just relax and just be peaceful for a while, I would actually start to see these things here as well. And I want to be able to encourage them to take some joy in where they live. Oftentimes people ask me, how do I find my subjects? And sometimes I am going to be looking for something very specific, a certain subject at a certain place at a certain time, but oftentimes I just look and I go, oh wow, the light's really pretty outside, and I just grab my camera and I go for a very peaceful walk. A lot of the photos that I have taken are within a very short distance of my house, and I don't always know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm just out in God's creation, and I just take a picture of what I see. Now, when I'm out there, I'm definitely starting to pay attention to the light and their behavior, and I'm looking for, a nice background if I could get one, and I'm trying to catch them doing something that is a pose of some sort, other than just standing there. Maybe it's them grooming or somehow looking for some sort of personality in them. And sometimes it's just nice to just sit there and watch them and wait for those moments that where they do something maybe that you aren't quite expecting, something that's a little bit different. And it's just a very peaceful time to be out in God's creation. Okay, so currently I still do business headshots, but I'm really wanting to concentrate on what I really feel is my strongest passion, which is the wildlife photography. Now that my husband's retired, I feel like I have a little bit more of a leisure to be able to do that. My goal with my wildlife photography is that I want to make it very photorealistic. I want the subject to look like what the subject should look like. I want the environment to look like what it should look like or what it does look like. But at the same time, there's often these distractions that are in the photos. And like, for example, there might be a little bit, you're looking at a bird up here and there's a little bit of light coming through over here. And in real life, your brain ignores that. It knows it's not important and ignores it. But when you make that 3D object 2D, the brain doesn't know how to process it the same way. And it just sees that little bright spot up there and it can't ignore it. And it takes away from the subject. And so in that sense, I'm looking at it from the point of view of I'm trying to create art also. So I don't want something to be in the photo that's going to distract the viewer from the subject. And there's a lot of ways that you can get rid of that. You can crop it or other ways, but I usually will remove those things from distractions. There's a little dead dandelion at the feet of the fox. I might just get rid of that little dead dandelion. So I'm creating something that is as natural as possible, with the environment being the way that it should be, but yet also looking at it as a piece of art and something that is pleasing to look at. I'm really excited to have my show here at the McLean County Art Center because, as I said before, what I want to do is to be able to show the beauty of the area to the community, and what better way to do that than to put it in a building that is here for the community, and have a lot of people come in and be able to just enjoy my photos and hopefully leave with this sense of, wow, I want to see that in my environment as well.